Hey everyone, so for a long time now I've been pretty interested in dense mechanical devices, and in front of me here I've got a mechanical watch movement. It's a Seiko NH35 watch movement, and in this video what I'm going to try to do is actually make my own watch build. So I've gone ahead and got some watch hands for the dial, as well as the dial itself, which is inside of some protective wrapping here. And then I've also gone ahead and got all of the tools I'm going to need to put the hands into place and to remove them. So let's go ahead and begin with the first step, which is going to be to install the watch dial. Okay, so if we take a look at the dial that I have here, it comes with several of these pins on the bottom. I think they're called legs. You can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom of here. However, for this specific watch movement, there's only supposed to be 2. So if I take my tweezers here, there is only supposed to be 2 pins, one that goes into this hole and one that goes into that hole. So what I think I'm supposed to do is snip off a few of these pins, the bottom 2 on the right side, so leaving the upper one here, and the and the upper 2 on the left side, so leaving the bottom one on here. Okay, so off camera, using my snipping tools here that I use for my PCBs, I went ahead and cut off the little pins on the bottom of the dial here, so now we only have 2, and these are going to perfectly align with the holes on the movement. So let's go ahead and install that onto the actual movement itself. Okay, so I'm going to have to be really delicate for this step. Using my tweezers, I'm going to align it with the bottom hole and just sort of roughly drop it into place there. And I'm going to very gently move it. I'm going to lift it up from the other side. There we go. I think I felt it go into both holes there. There we go. So if we take a look at it from the top here, we can see it is pretty much getting aligned there. So I'm just going to make sure that the pins are aligned. And I think I just felt it go in. Again, this is my first time doing this, so I might not be doing it the correct way, but I think that is installed to me. That is pretty good to me. So let's go ahead and move on to installing the hands. Okay, so I've got the extremely tiny hour hand out here. So apparently the goal here is to get it exactly at the 12 o'clock position. So let's see. Okay, I've got it on the... Okay, so I've got it on the middle piece. I don't know what it's called. It's pretty much on 12. And the thing is, I can't turn it upwards to verify. I don't want it to fall over, but I'm just trying to get it exactly at that 12 o'clock position. Okay, so let's try and see if I can press this into place without having it move. So apparently the goal is to not have it touching the actual dial itself, but just to have it low enough. Okay, so I'm really trying to take my time here, making sure that we don't go and touch the dial. So that seems to be pretty close, so I think I'm going to leave it at that and refocus the camera, and now let's move on to the minute hand. Bring that over to the 12 o'clock position. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Okay, so I managed to get it back on. So now let's get it back into the 12-hour position. Hold it here, and then rotate it like that. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Don't come out, 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 don't come out. Okay, there we go. So it's going ahead and pressing it down. And yes, I finally got it pressed on there, just barely hovering over the dial there. and you can see it's not exact again, but if it manages to end up working pretty well, I'm going to take them all apart and put it on exact. So we've got the hour hand here, the minute hand. Now let's do the most difficult one, the second hand. Okay, so this one is so tiny, I kept it in the bag. And I know just like before, it's going to be pretty much impossible for me to get this on the first try on camera. So I'm going to try my best, but if it doesn't work, I'm going to do it off camera like with the hour hand. Or the minute hand, sorry. Okay, so I managed to take off and put back on all of the hands for the watch. So everything is now in place before the seconds started ticking, of course. So everything was exactly aligned in the 12 o'clock position. So now let's go ahead and set the time. So setting the time on this is pretty similar to most clocks or watches you've used in the past before. However, there is one key detail that we do need to keep in mind with this movement, and that is that we should not ever change the date wheel here, so the numbers, when the time is between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m. because it can cause damage to the mechanism responsible for actually turning the date wheel. But other than that, it is pretty straightforward. So the first step is going to be to actually make sure that the time isn't between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m., which it is right now, because right now it is 1:57 a.m. I'm going to pull out the stem twice, pausing the second hand and allowing us to move the hour hand and the minute hand. And basically, we're just going to go around until the date changes over. Okay, here's a better angle here. So just going around until we are in the we're on the 22nd. So we are in AM right now. So going all around. Oops, and looks like I was wrong. So we were in the PM, and that's why it's important to do this. So you can see the date is starting to flip over, and as soon as we hit midnight, or very soon thereafter, we should hear a click, like that. And that means that the time is now, well, if I go back a little bit here, the time is now basically exactly midnight. However, we do not still want to change the date numbers yet, because we need to make sure that we're past 4 a.m. So I'm going to set the time to 6 a.m. and 6 a.m. So the time is now set to 6 a.m. on here, which means it's now safe to actually move the date wheel. So in order to do that, I'm going to push in the stem all the way and then pull it out only once. There's 2 clicks you can do. And now when I turn it, which way was it? When I turn it counterclockwise, we can change the date. So today is the 21st. So I'm going to go all the way around and back, but not to the 31st, to the, or not to the 21st, to the 20th. So just going all the way to the 20th. 1920. Okay, so I'm going to pull it out again to stop the second hand. Now, basically, once we are at this point, we are at the day before the current day, and the time is past 4 a.m. and after 9 p.m. or before 9 p.m. Now we're actually ready to set the time. So in order to do that, we're going to allow the second hand to go all the way to the 12 o'clock position. So waiting for it, wait for it, wait for it, and pausing it right there. I have gone ahead and opened up a new web browser window on my computer and opened up time.gov. So I have right beside me here the atomic time, well, the internet lag adjusted atomic time from Washington, D.C. So basically now we're ready to set the time. So as you recall, we set the day to 1 day before the current day. So today is the 21st. However, this is on the 20th. So what we're going to do is basically go pull it out both times and go around and basically go until it basically go to midnight on the 21st. So that is noon on the 20th. So we're in PM now. So 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4, 11, and we're about to hit midnight. And there we go. So that is midnight of the 21st. So what we're going to do now is actually set the time that it is now. So right now it is 2:04 a.m. So I'm going to go 1. So that's 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And I'm going to set the time for 2:10 a.m. And you're going to see how we're going to do that. So that's 2 exactly. And going right over 2:05 to 10 p.m. So as soon as on time.gov the time flips over to 2:10, I'm going to push the stem in all the way, and that is going to start the watch. So about 30 seconds left. I'm gonna put this down, hold my finger on here to get it into position so it doesn't come out when I push it in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And the time should now be set. I hit that, or I pushed it in exactly as I went from 59, so 2:09, 59 seconds to 2:10 and 0 seconds. So if you recall at the start of the video, I was kind of doubtful that I would be able to install any of these watch hands or components or anything onto such a tiny device, but now that I know I can, I went ahead and ordered a watch case as well as a replacement dial for the watch because I did kind of scratch it up a little bit. Went a bit too low with the hour hand, so it's carving like a circle as it goes around. But the main thing is the watch case. So in part 2, what we're going to do is actually turn this into a real watch that we can wear. So if you thought this video was cool and you also think that my idea for part 2 is also cool, please make sure to leave a like and or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.